With a triple-digit heat wave looming over much of the United States, including Texas, many wonder how they will stay cool. But it's often the safety of our littlest family members that we forget to protect when the thermometer soars through the roof. I'm joined by Dr. Dana Spice with the Windmill Animal Hospital. Always a pleasure to have you here.
Glad to be here.
This is something that people don't really think of all the time.
Now, this is something that they forget about, and this is the time of year that veterinary clinics have dog and cat coming in and heat stress and full-blown heat stroke, and it can be prevented, and folks really need to know how to spot it if it's happening. First thing is, if a pet is outside and it's over 85 degrees, the pet must have shade, the pet must have moving air, like from a fan, and the pet must have cool water. And the reason they need those three things is dogs and cats can't sweat. All they can do to cool themselves off is pant, kind of like an evaporative cooler. And so if they're like in a garage, yeah, they're in the shade, but it's an oven in there.
Right.
Or if they're on the back porch and they're in the shade, but there's no air moving because you have a privacy fence. Or they're in the shade and the air is moving, but their water bucket's sitting in the sun and it's too hot for the pet to drink from. So we have to keep all these things in mind when we have a pet that lives in the backyard. For example, putting buckets on both sides of the house so that when the sun's over on the west side, the dog has a bucket on the east side that he can still drink from. Or hang a fan from the wall of your back porch to blow air down onto the floor so the dog can lay in the airstream. They'll stay nice and cool that way.
Now, you mentioned you see animals just kind of flooding into the clinics.
Yes.
What can happen if it's not dealt with soon enough?
Well, heat stroke and heat stress in pets is just like heat stroke and heat stress in people. It means the core temperature is rising above normal. The normal temperature range for dogs and cats is 100 to 102. If they get up to about 105, they start getting heat stressed, start getting a little woozy. They may kind of be wobbly on their feet. They may throw up. They're going to just want to lay down and pant, and you can tell they're getting into distress. Heat stroke, their body temperature will go up above 107. Their brain will lose function. Their kidneys will lose function. Animals that spike that high have a high incidence of dying, and you have to act fast. You have to ice down their heads, get ice over their kidneys, get ice on their belly, get their feet wet, and just get them cooled off. Put them in a bathtub with cool water if you have to.
And you say you see this happen all the time.
Yes,
so.
and it's completely preventable. Again, they have to have shade, they have to have moving air, and they have to have cool water.
Like a kiddie pool.
Like a kiddie pool, and that works great in the backyard, but make sure it's in the shade because a dog can't get in a kiddie pool if it's boiling water from being in the sun.
Yeah, no, bad idea.
And don't leave your pets in the car.
Right.
Just like a kid, they're going to cook.
Well, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Appreciate it. Make sure you take care of your dogs at home. So if you have a sick little pet, bring them to the Windmill Animal Hospital off Windmill Circle. The number to set up an appointment is on your screen. They're even open on Saturdays. All their information is also on their Facebook page as well as on bigcountryhomepage.com/KTAB-4U.